Hi friends, so something happened in the parking lot of the Starbucks that I went to today that I felt like I needed to share. It's really important because of the climate that we're living in right now. This particular parking lot was really full. There are a lot of people kind of driving around looking for parking spots. A parking spot opened up on the other side of the lot that I was on. Another family that just had pulled into the parking lot happened to get that parking spot. They were just in the right place at the right time. As they were getting out of their car, they were speaking Spanish. They were noticeably Hispanic. There was also another car that was looking for a parking spot. This car came up to the family and got out of the car and started approaching the family. Now, there was something really not right about this. I did not feel well about the situation at all. Parked my car on the side of the street. As I started approaching the car, I noticed that it was a white male that was yelling at this family. Some of the things that I started hearing as I was approaching them was, parking spots should be reserved for Americans only. Immigrants and Mexicans don't deserve to have their own parking spots. And that's when I started getting really upset. Being the person that I am, I wasn't gonna let that go. There was no way that I was gonna let someone yell at this family over a parking spot, let alone saying the things that he was saying, which was completely inappropriate. So I jumped in. I asked this male to leave this family alone and to just move on and find another parking spot. He didn't like that response. He asked me why I was defending these Mexicans and why I would be defending anybody that's not from the United States. I asked him, do you even know if these people are from the United States? He said, oh, because they're speaking Spanish. To which I replied, that doesn't seem like a very good way to tell if someone's from this country, first of all. Second of all, regardless if someone's from this country or not, that does not guarantee anybody a parking spot. And then he started coming after me, and he started calling me words like, you dirty Mexican, stop being such a fag, stop defending this family. To which I responded, immigrants and the LGBT community are some of the most respectful and patriotic people I know. And there's no place in this country for your ignorance, sir. So I recommend you either go to another coffee shop or you're gonna be dealing with me for the rest of the day. To which he responded, I don't need to deal with this gay shit, and then he got in his car and left. The reason I shared this story is because I think it's really important that we all do our part in stepping up to defend our minority communities in this country. And with all the stuff that's happening in our country right now, especially with what just recently happened in Portland, it's really difficult for people to want to do that. But I know that in that moment, if I didn't do something, I wouldn't have forgiven myself. And I'm really glad that I stepped in. Didn't end up getting my coffee for the day because it ended up taking up a little bit too much of my time and I was already running a little late. But I stood up for my brothers and sisters and I could not feel better about doing that. So I encourage you all, please, please, if you see anybody, anywhere, but especially in public places, make an example of them. We all just want to make a better lives for ourselves here, and we need to try and stick up for those rights and stick up for those who may not be able to defend themselves. As someone from an immigrant family and as a member of the LGBTQ community, I have to do my part in helping stand up for everybody. Incidents like these are happening all across the country, whether you know that they are or not, and we all have to step up. Thanks for taking the time to listen, and keep resisting.